Jessica Lester. And I have been going on an IVF journey, and I really wanted to sit and talk about where I started and what's been going on, because I found out quite a few things throughout my journey, and I really like to share with other people. So how it started, it was probably about 3 years ago. My partner and I decided that we wanted to try for a baby, and at the time I was probably around 37 years old. It didn't happen, so I think probably quite quickly I went to my doctors and spoke to them, and I went through fertility testing through the hospital. So they test your hormones, your AMH, they check your fallopian tubes as well, and then you have your ovaries checked. And at that particular time they couldn't find anything wrong with me, but I wasn't falling pregnant. So Ian and I decided that we would go down the IVF route. So we did a little bit of research. We went and explored a few clinics, and there was one particular clinic that clicked with us. So I think that's really important, to go out and research what works for you.
Probably the strongest person I know, in some ways. Very brave, also very emotional person. And has it changed her? Absolutely. Actually, in some ways, for the better, because she's very, very optimistic about the future. Even after everything that happened, she's still quite or very optimistic about chances and everything. But at the same time, there's been a bit of a, I don't want to say a wall, because that's the wrong way to put it, but a bit of, a barrier of getting her hopes up and stuff like that. So there's an inner strength that's holding everything together at the moment. So yeah, she's definitely got a lot stronger, and even through all of it, she's very, very happy. Would you say? Yeah. Probably one of the happiest people I know. Yeah. Even in the face sometimes of adversity.
I think I was quite oblivious to IVF. I had absolutely no idea what was going on, what happened basically. And then as I started going through it, it's a process that I decided not to Google. I didn't decide to reach out to anyone. I just literally took on board what the clinic was saying to me. So if you're not aware of what happens, you start with injections. So you inject every single day. This was quite hard for me, because I can't inject myself. So this is something that I had to rely on Ian. And before we even started this process, I just want to say this was not through the NHS. This was something that we had to self-fund. So there was two things that we found out. One, the catchment area that I live in. At that particular time, they said that there was no more funding, so I live in Cambridge. And then the second thing was that because Ian's got children already, we don't qualify, which, to be honest, I think something that is really quite, I don't agree with personally. I think if it was the woman that had children already, okay, I completely understand that. But when the other half has children, that's not your dream. That's not something that you've always wanted.